Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back with another LEGO Mixel video. In this video, I have all three of the Series 9 Maxes. I will be going over them in depth, and at the end of this video, I'll be doing a little bit of a challenge between all three of these Maxes to see which one is the best. Be sure to stay tuned for that. Let's jump into the video. The first Max up is the Trashoz Max, containing gobble, compacts, and sweeps all built into one magnificent Max. You can see a lot of characteristics from each of the characters in this Trashoz tribe. He's got 4 arms, this one up here being with a shovel, with a broom, and sweepers up here in the front. Lots of ball and socket joints on this guy, which is really awesome for posability. He's got a little bit of a sweeper down here and a very nicely built jaw, which has a really good munching feature. Inside of his mouth are gobbles fish and compacts as glass, and you can feed it to this Max. Very cool play feature. And then of course he can lower his jaw and eat it. Now some more features on this guy. You can see that he has a wheel back here and actually some wheels here in the back as well, so he can roll, which is really awesome to see a Mixel which has wheels. I really like whenever LEGO incorporates wheels onto Mixels. The back of him looks nice and complete. Really like how they built him up in the back. And overall, a very nice looking Max. One of my favorites out of this whole entire Mixels line that we have gotten for a very long time. Next up is the Nindjas Max from Misto, Cobrax, and Spinza, and together they make this pretty interesting looking Max that actually reminds me of kind of like a mix between a dinosaur and a dog. This guy is built pretty nicely, as you can see here on this back. He's got a lot of little details, including this little fin piece that comes back here. I'm also really liking these ears that they made with these rubber pieces up here, as well as this tail, which is on some ball and socket joints, so it has a lot of posability as well. You get that feature from Cobrax, who also has a tail, and you can also see that he is holding a katana right here on both sides as well. Now his head is actually the main part in this build. Looks really nice and complete. Really like how they made this guy. Kind of looks like a dog with a tongue, but also at the same time some sort of, T-Rex head or some sort. Looks really cool. I like how they used the one eye on this side, which is different than this other one. Gives it some personality, and that's a really good front view of this Max. Overall, pretty cool. Really like the serpent coming out of his mouth as a tongue. And he's got some very simple legs down on the very bottom, which are actually on ball and socket joints as well as his arms, so he can slice you with his katanas. Finally, there is the Newzers Max, which actually looks much better than what I thought he was gonna look. This Max is composed of Screeno, Camsta, and Mike, and together they make this pretty amazing Max. I really like the use of Mike's microphone over here on the right-hand corner. This is on a hinge joint, so it can go back and forward, and that's about it, but not much else on that arm. On this other arm over here, you can see the microphone that we got from Screeno, as well as this very big brick-built arm, which I thought was really cool and creative that they built on this guy. And as we come here to the back, there's actually a little propeller, which is kind of interesting. Not really sure what that's really used for in this Max, but I guess it's up to you to decide. He's got a little bit of a music track going up on the very top of here, and he looks like a really cool looking reporter. If this guy was on the news, I would definitely sit and watch. This guy looks really entertaining, and he has a very large jaw right here, which can move all around 360 degrees, so just like the Nindjas Max, he can actually look behind him, which is pretty cool. He's just got one small eye up here in the front, but definitely does fit him nicely. Really like how this guy looks. He's got some really nice feet on the very bottom, ball and socket joints as well. Got some nice posability, and he can actually stand on one leg, which is really cool. Always like whenever you're able to do that. Very sturdy build. He's not just going to break whenever you pick him up, which I really like. And as you can see, he is sporting the Mix TV new tile piece. He's got a very large tongue inside of his mouth with 2 teeth right here. And as we come to the back, just a quick back view on him, you can see we actually have some hinges back here, which actually don't hook onto anything. So that's kind of interesting as well. Another thing that LEGO has left to the person who builds this to be creative. Overall, some really cool maxes from Series 9 Mixels. But before I end the video, I do want to do a little bit of a competition. So let's start that right now. The first challenge is the dance challenge, and how this is going to work. Each of these maxes are going to perform the best dance move that they can perform in front of you guys, and we're going to see who can dance the best out of all 3 of these maxes. The Trashoz max is up first. Whoa, look at that. Spins around and flies backwards. Really awesome dance move. Good job, Trashoz max. Next up is the Nindjas max, who's gonna do the tail spin for you guys. Let's try that again. Oh, falls on his face. Good try, Nindjas max. Last but not least, here is the Newzers max. He's coming in to do some sick dance moves. Let's see what he can do. Oh, wow, he just got absolutely messed up on that. Well, it was a good effort. Keep on practicing, Newzers max. Maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to land that trick. I think it's pretty safe to say that the Trashoz max definitely did win the dancing competition. Good job to the Trashoz max. The next challenge is the flipping challenge. This time, the Newzers max is up first. Let's see him do a flip. Oh. Looks like that was the first time Newzers max had ever tried to do a flip. Next up, the Nindjas max. If he lands this is going to be amazing. Because, well, he doesn't have much of a base to land on. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. He literally just broke his tongue. Last but certainly not least, this is the Trashoz max. Can he win again? Looks like he has to dump out everything in his mouth so he doesn't choke whenever he does his flip. Ooh. Oh! Does that count? Does that count? Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well, technically he landed it, but then just completely broke. Alright, this one's gonna be up to you guys. Down in the comment section below, comment, do you think the Trashoz max landed it or didn't land it? Don't worry, boys and girls, no maxes were harmed in the making of this video. Be sure to comment down below if you think the Trashoz max did land that trick and if he should have won the competition. The last challenge is the flexibility challenge. To win this challenge, you need to be able to get in the weirdest pose. So I'm going to give them each a few minutes, and let's see the weirdest pose from each of these maxes. First up is the Nindjas max. Here is a view of him in his wackiest position. And there we have the Nindjas max. Here's the Newzers max wackiest position. He's actually holding himself up by his head right here, that's the bottom of his mouth, and his one brick-built hand. That takes some serious strength. Carefully turn him. And when we turn him around, this is the sight. Oh boy. Now for the Trashoz, looks like the Trashoz max is working on their headstands. Got some really nice large head right here, which allows them to be able to stand upside down. Very cool. Alright, now that was a very hard round for each of these maxes. I have no idea who won. So there's actually a poll coming up right now in the top right hand corner of your screen, which you can vote for which one of these maxes you think won this competition. There's also one where you can vote for which one you think is the overall best max for this series. Be sure to vote there, and we'll see who actually wins. And that's going to do it for my overview and competition for the Series 9 Mixel maxes. Be sure to comment your guys' favorite max of these three down below. Mine would probably be the Trashoz max. Definitely one of the better maxes we've gotten for a very long time. Very sturdy, not going to break that much, and, well, he's the only person who could really do a flip and kind of land it. So pretty cool. Good job on the Trashoz Max. Thanks for watching this video. I'm SpitBrix. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.